points then Crawley away. Mark, when a game's off on a Saturday, it's called off on Friday, and just about every other game in the division's called off as well. What does a football manager do?
Me and Neil were on our way to Bradford and it got called off, so we went from far. So I had just a day at home. Sometimes you can want to go to games, you can want to, you know, keep your eye in and stuff like that, but there's nothing you can do. I didn't fancy Plymouth. I was going to Bradford with Neil, as I say. We made plans. Just glad that it was called off when it was, and we could quickly abort the trip and get home.
You mentioned Plymouth. They did you a favour with that late comeback against Southend.
They didn't just do us a favour. They did themselves a favour, and that's what it's about. There's going to be many twists and turns between now and the end of the season. All we've got to worry about is ourselves.
In a funny kind of a way, does it help you that you've got a couple of extra days to prepare or not have to get a recovery in before this game against Crawley?
Yeah, we've had good preparation. We pretty much knew Friday morning that the game was going to be called off. We went up to the ground, had a look under Paul and Terry, and the right decision was made at the right time. We couldn't get it called off any earlier. I think normally we'd have liked to have given the game every chance for the Saturday, but there was no chance. There was absolutely no chance. I spoke to Paul Godfrey at length, along with Terry, and the sensible thing was to, with the game on Tuesday, to know where we're going. The last thing I wanted was the uncertainty of training Friday, preparing the boys for Wimbledon and getting all that information into them, and then knowing that it was going to be off, and then all of a sudden having to think about what we're going to do for a game on Tuesday against Crawley. So we knew the game was going to be off. We trained the players up at Winchcombe. We had a really good session, but with the view that we took a 99% gamble that it was going to be frozen off. We worked the players. We were then. It gave us a little head start. We could prepare Saturday and give knowing the boys could come in and work, which we did, and then they could have Sunday off and recover. So we're in today, and it's this disruption, but you can also plan around it a little bit, and we're probably just ahead of the game in that respect. 3
points on offer at Crawley, same as any other game, but because they're part of the chasing pack, is this game a little bit bigger?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's 3 points. It's all we can get. We could have only got 3 points against Wimbledon. We can only get 3 points on Tuesday night. Of course, there's significance about the game, of course, but it's the most important game of the season because it's our next one, and that's the motto that we're working here, and that'll apply tomorrow night.
You beat them 3-1 at Wadden Road. One of probably the best performances in the early part of the season. Is that in a way the one that's kick-started it all?
I think we were in a little one good, one not so good, and one not so very good at all at the start of the season. That was one of the ones where we played exceptionally well. Got a lot of respect for Crawley. Got a lot of time for what they've done. They've not reached the 5th round of the FA Cup in the last 2 years for no reason. They've not destroyed the Blue Square Premier League last season for no reason. They're not in top of the league in our division for no reason. Steve's a fiercely competitive man. His teams are just like him. They've got good players. They play, an attacking style of football that puts you under pressure, and you have to deal with. They've got quality throughout the squad, and we've got a game on. We are massively going there as underdogs, but it'll be a good game.
And knowing what you did to them earlier in the season, is that going to make your lives a little bit more difficult? Because
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Steve weren't happy with one or two things, and that's his prerogative. We'll go there with the same attitude that we've been showing for the last 4 months, in particular, and try and cause an upset. They're a good side, a really good side. We know that. They go and get players on deadline day and before that have really strengthened them. We know the size of the task, but we'll try and go there and give it our best shot.
The loss of Tubbs, will that change the way they play at all?
Don't know. They haven't played since he's not been there, so I can't comment on that. He's got good players and he's got a lot of them, and they're going to pose us problems without a shadow of a doubt tomorrow night. So it's about us standing up to that task and trying to play our game. If we can do that, you know, we've shown that we can be a match for anyone. But it's going to be a big ask tomorrow night, and one we're looking forward to.
Is Steve Elliott any closer?
Yeah, he's probably a week closer than he was this time last week. So, yeah, he's getting there. But he won't be available tomorrow night. He'll be travelling down with the rest of the boys. You know, because we stick together, and our unit will go down and go to quite an intimidating place and try and give our best showing. If we can do that, you know, we'll need everybody to be up for it, everybody to be bang at it, and you know, try and get a positive result.
Any other injury worries?
No, we're all clear. We one or two bumps and bruises, but that was last week. We've had a good few days up at Winchcombe on the AstroTurf, which has been fantastic. You know, we've tailored sessions to suit people. You know, a bit of forward planning into, you know, whether we thought the game was off. You know, we're clear. We've had a good week. The players have known what's been happening, and we can go on the grass today out there and look forward to getting back onto training on the grass to start with, and then just get back to preparing properly for Crawley.
Thank you. Good luck.
My pleasure.
Mark, what's the loan situation? Is there a chance of anyone coming in this week?
Yeah.
And you hoping to add more than one? Or?
We'll see. Nothing's going to change. You know, nothing will happen before tomorrow night's game, and we'll see where we go after that. We've got a couple of irons in the fire, so you know we're still actively looking to improve what we've got. But you know that'll take some doing. So we're not in any rush, and if we think it's the right thing, then we'll do it. But you know, like I said last week, I'm more than happy with what I've got. I'm more than happy with the players that are going into tomorrow night's game and beyond. If, like I say, if we can improve it as and when and in certain areas, then so be it. But you know, we're just delighted with everybody who's come through in a gruelling period, and we just want to kick on now.
Yeah, your away form's been so good and the systems work so well. You're almost looking forward to what could be the ultimate test against Crawley away, if that's, you know, the effective away form.
Yeah, it's a tough place to go. I've only been beaten a couple of times there. Like I said, they ask questions of you, and we've got to stand up to that first and foremost, and try and impose our game. It's going to be a big ask for the players, but you know, I am confident that the players will go there and show no fear. You know, we respect them. Like I've just said, they're a club on the up. They've done magnificent things over the last couple of seasons, and however they've done it, credit to them for that. And you know, they are up there for a reason, and we like to think we are too. So it should be a good game. You know, just two good teams trying to play and trying to secure 3 points. But whatever happens tomorrow night won't be the end of the matter for both sides.
Yeah, you've just edged ahead of them at the moment, but obviously they get a lot of the headlines because of the progress they made and the money the resources they got. Do you think you're quite happy for people to keep looking beyond Cheltenham Town?
Delighted. Yeah.
Okay, cheers, Mark.